what's happening there, guys, and welcome back to World Hikes. The northern areas of Pakistan are known to have some of the most beautiful locations in the world. So in this video, we're guiding you on the Fairymeadows trek and how to get to the Nanga Parbat base camp in Pakistan. But before we get started, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos going forward. Number 8. Overview of the journey.
I've booked a $278 hotel. Thank you, sir. It's the nicest place ever. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
While Pakistan may not have the proper infrastructure needed to truly support a huge influx of tourists from all over the world, one that counters all that is the absolute gorgeousness of the areas that are located in the northern parts of the country. Here, we're talking about the Fairymeadows Trail and how to get there. So the first thing to know about this trail is that it's located in Gilgitbaltistan and it's about 17 kilometers from a location called Raikot Bridge. This bridge should be considered as the starting point of the entire journey because prior to this, the roads and pathways are very well kept and getting there is no major hurdle. After visiting Fairymeadows, many tourists also choose to go forward to one of the most famous mountain ranges in the world, Nanga Parbat. Number 7. Viewing Nanga Parbat. If you want to start your journey by viewing the mountain, you need to start from Nanga Parbat viewpoint, which can be easily located on any map. From there, you move to Raikot Bridge. After that bridge, you'll need to hire a jeep in order to get to enter a village called Tato Village, and from there, Fairymeadows is just a 2 to 3 hour hike away. The base camp of the mountain is located at an elevation of about 3,000 meters, while the mountain itself is around 8,000 meters high. So the next question that would come to your mind is what you should bring with yourself in order to be ready for any obstacles that might come your way. Let's talk about that right now. Number 6. Equipment necessary to survive. There are a lot of things that you'll need in order to survive the harsh terrain that you'll face on your hike to and from Fairymeadows. The final destination itself is a very pleasant area to stay in and recharge your internal battery, which is why you shouldn't be turned off by the journey getting there. One of the main things that you'll need to do is pack lightly. This means to only pack the clothes that you're absolutely sure you'll need. The reasoning for this is that for much of the journey, you're going to be the one that's carrying all of the load that you bring with yourself, which is why you should do yourself a favor by packing only the necessary items. But take care to pack clothes that are certain to keep you warm, because as you continue on your journey, the elevation will just keep on increasing, which will have the opposite effect on the temperature. One other thing that you'll no doubt need is a sleeping bag because you might not get a separate room at Fairymeadows and you might have to contend with sleeping in a tent. Number 5. The journey to Fairymeadows.
We made it to Fairymeadows.
Now that we've talked a bit about what you need on your journey, let's see what you'll actually face while traveling. While the path to Fairymeadows might be a bit treacherous at times, you'll also come across some wonderful waterfalls and small rivers that you can use to both refill your water bottle and refresh yourself a bit. There will also be plenty of trees along the way, which can provide some much needed shelter from the sun. One thing that's sure to keep you motivated towards reaching Fairymeadows are the stunning snow-covered mountains that line your periphery as you continue on your hike. The view is seriously unbelievable, and it more than makes up for any shortcomings that you might face in your journey. Also note that physical signs might not be posted everywhere, so be sure from the get-go that you're traveling in the correct direction. Number 4. Night photography at Fairymeadows. After you complete your journey to Fairymeadows, you'll arrive at a location that has many of the amenities that were lacking along the journey. But one of the very best things about the location is that it will give you a chance to view the night sky as you've never seen before. Since there's no huge building or light source nearby, the night sky and all the stars contained within it will be clearly viewable to you. That's one of the biggest advantages of having no light pollution, and if you're interested in night photography, this place will be a perfect muse for you. Number 3. The reflection pool. There are many wonderful things about Fairy Meadows, and one of those things is the presence of a small pool of water at the location. While a pool of water might not bring that much excitement in and of itself, the entire thing is elevated by what's being reflected within it. You see, the reflection pool, as it's commonly referred to by the locals there, shows off a perfect reflection of Nanga Parbat. One fun fact about this reflection pool is that a photo taken of Nanga Parbat through this pool was one of the initial causes of its fame. Number 2. Opening months and facilities. If you're thinking of visiting Fairy Meadows and Nanga Parbat, you should seriously consider doing it in the early winter months or when winter is just ending. The reason for this is because during the peak winter months, there might be snowfall along the path, which would make getting there an impossible task. Now, towards the matter of the facilities that are present for you, there are a lot of small restaurants available for you. In addition to that, no matter whether you stay in a tent or in a hotel room, because both are available, you'll always be served breakfast. This makes for a wonderful start to the morning as you can sip on your tea while staring out at the miracle that's Nanga Parbat. What more could you possibly ask for? Number 1. Nanga Parbat Base Camp and its surroundings. As we mentioned prior to this, the base camp of Nanga Parbat is just a short hike away from Fairy Meadows, and you will not want to miss that beauty if you've gotten this far. Once you hike for a couple of hours, you'll come across the view that is, in a word, breathtaking. No matter where you look, you'll be greeted by snow-covered mountains, and the distant peak of Nanga Parbat will be glimmering in the sun due to the layers of snow that have entrapped it. Due to that snow and ice, you'll see what looks like rivers of ice floating down from the mountain. The sheer immensity of the mountain range is hard to capture in simple words. Above the top of the mountain, clouds will be flowing all around it as if they were made of powder. Even the contrast of the black mountain that sometimes peeks out from the snow is a stunning sight to witness. If you're not one to shy away from adventures, be sure to visit this majestic sight at least once in your lifetime. So these were some of the details regarding the trek to Fairy Meadows and Nanga Parbat's base camp. If you want to de-stress and take an adventurous vacation, these are the places you should visit. This about wraps up our video, which we hope you guys really had a blast watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you don't miss out on future videos going forward. If you enjoy the content, then do let us know by leaving a like, and until next time, take care and goodbye.